How's it going, boys and girlies? Hope you're doing good. Ah, my god, I'm so glad to be back. Been a while, and I do apologise for that. There's been one hell of a life change for me, as you can tell from surrounding that major things have happened. Not going to go into them because that's my thing, and I'm not going to spew out what's going on. I've finally found my true self. This is why I'm coming back to this. So, yeah, happy days. Yeah, not been up to much lately. Not been up to much. No. Other than maybe going on a fucking explore for at long last. God damn. How many years has been in the making for this? Too fucking many. Yeah, basically Kaylee got a hold of me, just said, look, I'm finally going to take you out exploring, doing this for a week, are you up for it? And I was like, yeah, let's go, let's fucking do it at fucking long last. So expect me to be in some of her videos too. Oh man, I can't wait to just show you everything. It's just the experience of it all, the taking it all in, just like, oh, the hidden world of which, just fucking, oh, it was something new. I fucking loved it, and I want to go again. But regardless, I will not go into any more detail as of now, because this place was just, oh, this wasn't on the first day. Don't get me wrong. That's coming on later video. But this house that I'm doing now, like, it's the library house. It's just, it was mind blowing, man. It's crazy. Like, I know the thumbnail says House of 1,000 books, but trust me, that's a hell of a lot more than just 1,000 books. Is fucking from floor ground to the fucking roof. On no word of a lie, man, it was fucking nuts. There, all I can say is there's probably 1,000 books in there. Like, I kept finding stuff that I wanted to read. I was like, oh my god, I'd love to read this. I'm not a reader. I'm not a massive reader, but there was books in there which I would happily sit and read. And with the landscape of the place as well, you could so easily get lost in reading whatever. It's just crazy, just nuts. Like, even the two that was with me, like Kaylee and Birdman, like, they were both saying, like, for your first like road trip and explore, and you're doing this, it's just, it boggled their mind too, and they were just shocked. But no, I'm glad they took me. I'm glad they stuck with me for a week. Yeah, it was just an experience that has got its claws in me, and I just want to go again. As they said, like, this is your first ever like road trip exploring, and you didn't back out once. You just went knees deep. You just went for it, and you didn't back down or anything. You just, like I said, they just went for it, or you just went for it. Sorry. And some of the places, man, it was sketchy as fuck. Sketchy. Jesus. Especially one of the places, but that'll be in future videos, and I'll explain some of those details. So looking forward to those. On to this video. Library house. So I weren't really paying attention to the history of the place because I was too like, I was taking in everything. And I will say now, for my first Explore week altogether, I did take a few little videos, but I didn't like vlog them like Kaylee does, and I'm more a photographer side of things, so I was like taking pictures of here, there, and everywhere. But this is what my videos will be. It will be like pictures and every now and then a video of what I did catch, or not catch, but what I did portray as my view of the world of urbexing. The fuck. Enough of me foofing on for now. Let's just get into the video and I will spout shite while I'm in there. So without any further ado, let's get into the video, shall we? Yeah.
All opinions and views within this video are for entertainment purposes only. If at any point you start to feel offended and/or slightly confused, like, subscribe and comment. And medical personnel will get back to you at some point. Thank you, and enjoy the video.
So, our journey starts with a good old little trip to Mackey's first. Had a good old Mackey's breakfast, as you do, before doing anything, apparently. And yeah, after that we decided to go up into the Dartmoor moors. And yeah, the whole one road around Dartmoor. And my god, man, it was, oh my god, like the views were incredible, but it was just like, you knew stuff had happened around the whole area of Dartmoor, and it just gave you that little sense of but nonetheless, what felt like a good 2 hours of driving around Dartmoor, we finally found where we needed to go. So after we parked up, I was like, I like those hills. I like those hills a lot. I don't know what it was, but I just liked those hills. I decided to have a little panorama moment. There it is, the old panorama picture. It was so fucking nice up there. I could have stayed up there for hours and hours upon hours, if it wasn't so windy and cold. Turned around and I heard a massive bang. Didn't know what it was, and Birdman said, "Do you see that red flag up on top of the hill?" So turned around, got the picture. I was like, "Oh, well, what is that? What's that for?" Oh, basically it's only like military live fire exercises around the area. Oh, joy! So we could possibly get hit by shrapnel at some point. We had to go up a hill, go down a hill, to go up a hill to find it. Like I said at the start, like, the surrounding of the building was absolutely fantastic. And then we see the building itself, and my god, I was in awe of seeing the building itself. I just could not believe this building was left abandoned. It was like, seriously? Like, why? Why was it left alone? Like, I'm pretty sure that he said there's history behind it, but as I said in the intro, I was a bit too taken in by my surroundings, as it were, so I kind of didn't listen. sorry. But if you want the history, Kaylee's will say, well, he says the history in Kaylee's video, so if you want to see that, it'll be over on Kaylee's video. Don't know whether it's out while this is out, but I'm sure it'll come out at some point. And anyway, yeah, this is the outside of it, and I was just, like I said, I was in awe of seeing it, and Birdman in his natural element, staring into the abyss. No, he's a good guy. I highly recommend you go follow him on Insta, Facebook, YouTube, wherever you can find the Birdman Adventures. Go find him. I've got him linked in the description below, so go give him a goosey. He's actually really awesome. But yeah, so we rocked up and we saw all this, and we was like, man, I can't wait to see inside. It's going to be absolutely amazing. Like, at this point, obviously, I knew what the house was called, but I sort of had that split moment of I wanted it to be an empty shell, you know, so you could see how people lived in it and all that jazz. But yeah, I just had to get a picture of around the building, because again, I was in awe of it. It was just, I connected with it for a split second, and oh, that creek, oh, it was so nice. And I'd actually sat there and had a smoke, just letting the water go by and listening to the wind and just letting nature, just taking in nature. We got in, and straight away, like, we saw why it was called to the build that library house, but I didn't want to like be like, oh look. But so this was the front hallway, and it just like it creeped me out a little bit, because I was like, oh god. And just the paint started, like, it's been that old that the paint had started bubbling away from the wall, and it was like, huh? I'd never seen it before in my life, and it was rather intriguing, so I had to take a picture of it. The fact that it had that at the front with what you're about to see in the house, it was just genius, whoever put it there. Well, I turned around and saw the paintings, and the painting was actually really nice. It was like, it looked like properly done and that. And yeah, just don't know why I took a picture of the car one, but I'm not into cars, so yeah, I just thought it'd be nice to take a picture of it. And that's the hallway facing into the house, and yeah, that's all the books that there was in there. So, you know, sorry to get your hopes up. No, I'm joking. And yeah, there was literally a jump room. I'd had a look through it, and I completely forgot to take pictures, because I was just amazed with what junk was in there. So I just had to take a little picture of it like that. So yeah, and this was the first room that we saw all the books in. It was just fucking crazy. Sorry for the language, I know I shouldn't swear, but this just goes to show how interested I was in the whole place. And I'm bad at photography and videography, which you're about to see now. So yeah, I was just dumbfounded. Not only the fact of how many books were left there, it was the fact of they were all bagged, which to me says to me that they like haven't fully abandoned it, but sort of have at the same time, and people are like storing books there. I don't know, genuinely, like I said, I weren't really paying attention to the history, but it was just nuts, and I just couldn't believe it. Really couldn't. Oh look, it's just fucking fingers back, and just that alone, I was just, my god. And now you're starting to see why I called it the House of Thousand Books. I called it that because of House of Thousand Corpses, House of Thousand Books. It's definitely more than 1,000, clearly. Well, there's more of that in just that room, so. And then when I got turned around and saw these, I was like, they're not like normal books. They've got to be something different. And then I noticed the record collection up in the top corner. I do love me a good record. Vinyl record, sorry. And if I could have reached them, I probably would have had a good little flick through them. And probably took one. But still. And I just couldn't believe I found this little tea made. I was like, oh my god. I remember seeing one when I was like a wee kid. Jesus, there was one hidden away. It was like, oh. And those owls, man. Those owls have seen some shit. You could look at those eyes and tell me they have not seen some shit. They clearly have. So yeah, we got to this point where weather wouldn't affect the books, and it would just be like, as they are, and wouldn't need to be bagged or anything. So it was nice to see that they're actually well kept too. And I had a little flick through, well, I say flick through, had a little goosey around there as well, and it was amazing. It was just amazing to see. So I did find a few books in there that I wanted to take, and had to get a little picture of Snoopy. So I did want to take Snoopy, but no, I couldn't. He belongs at that house. And yeah, that is what a Bible used to look like. Not these little diddy things. Oh, no. But this is a dictionary. I know it's a dictionary, but this is pretty much what the Bible is now. Like that thickness, dense down, right? That is what the Bible used to look like. It was absolutely huge, and just goes to show how much they like sort of either cut out or simplify or whatever they do to the Bibles. It was just nuts when I saw that. I was like, are you serious? That's what Bible used to look like. And then yeah, Birdman got that out, and I was like, holy crap, that's an like old style projector. Or what would you say that's a projector? I don't know, I would, because it's like, it's got the film reels, and yeah, so I would call it a projector. I don't know what you'd call it, let me know in the comments below. But yeah, it was like, this was someone's room, and it was just crazy. And the amount of TVs in there as well was, I don't know how to describe it. There was books, little cameras like you saw above the TV, TVs. It was, there's two just in that room alone. And oh my god, I was so happy when I saw these, like all these VHS tapes. I was so happy. And yeah, it was, I've got to stop saying. But yeah, like little gadgets just all over the place, and it was just awesome to see. And the fact that that was there and no one had taken it was just mental. And yeah, that's how we got up the stairs. And this would have been their view. That would have been their view out of that window. It was like, that probably was like their little plot of like for vegetables or whatever, because you got the river, well, not river, you got the little, not creek, whatever that is, right next to it, and it would have flourished or whatever was in there. And yeah, and I just love that view. I wish I could have stayed there, but yeah, I'd gone into this room, and a little story behind it too, while I just had a little goosey about. I am so bad at doing these, I do apologise. Here we go. I actually used to have one of those TVs, and that clock above the TV as well, and yeah, I used to play some good old, literally old school FIFA on it, and I can clearly see it to this day in my head, of playing on it, and yeah, and that's where the love of gaming came in. And I will say now, at this point, it'll be definitely in Kaylee's video, I didn't catch it, but we had started hearing voices downstairs, and we were like, oh god, quick, get in the room. So we got to come in here, we came into this room, we was in it for good 20 to 40 minutes, because we didn't know what the fuck was going on. And then we found out it was other explorers, so it weren't too bad. I don't know their names, so I can't remember who they were, but I'm sure someone will say. Yeah, so just books upon books upon books, and a random mattress, which I wanted to use to go back down the stairs, but I was told no. And yeah, that's one of the people, and I took the audio out because I couldn't remember what was said anywhere along the line, just for anyone's sake. So I just took it all out. I don't even remember what I said to the guy there. It looked like he was telling me off, but I know for sure he weren't. So yeah, good old feet. Look at you. Oh my god, that room. So that metal bit that you see is a part of, that old school library. I don't know if they still do them or not. It's hard to... Well, in a storage place, it had rails on the floor and storage units, and you turn it and this you can open up to bits. It was that, but all the way down, and I was so amazed that was in a house, and I really wish I could have gone down there and showed it, but obviously others were down there, so I couldn't. And I was like, fine, you gonna move in time soon? No, you're not. Oh, fuck, just go away. And yeah, it was just amazing to see that in there. And I was, see, another TV. I definitely didn't have that one, but I would have loved to have tried taking it home and tried it out. So yeah, at this point we're still upstairs, but the opposite side of the house, mansion, wherever it is, and there was a couch in there, and I thought it was quite funny. I would have had this. I keep saying, I would have happily just cleared all the stuff off the sofa, just grabbed a book and just listen to music and read books. I would have happily sat and done that pretty much all day, every day. And yeah, like I said, it was literally floor to roof of just all books, and there's nothing to describe or put into words how mental it was. And yeah, I was just like, yeah, okay, yes, I have a goosey down here. Oh, little secret room. Well, not secret room, but oh god. So at this point, if you can tell, that it was sort of starting to get a bit familiar and a bit samey. It's just a different room, just a load of books. And I started getting a bit like, okay, don't get me wrong, it'd be good for content, but just, yeah. And then I saw that hallway and I was like, that hallway is nuts. Like, look, people used to walk down that, and it's not like a straight hallway either. And I was mind fucked by just the hallway alone. It was just, I just couldn't get my mind out of like how crazy it was. Like, yeah, it could have probably been like house worn and weather worn and shit like that, but still, it was, yeah. And this was down the hallway too, and I couldn't grasp like how many books in the end there was. And yes, that is a hole in the floor. Trust me, I almost found out the hard way. Like I keep saying, you'll see a lot more detail in Kaylee's video. So again, look forward to that. And then there was another junk room here, and I didn't really fully look in there. But I'm not gonna lie, I was getting a wee bit tired at this point. And yes, right. I looked into this, and the fact of Birdman brought this picture out, and like he said that he was like connected to it, and I saw it as well. I was like, oh god, yeah, that's actually pretty awesome. But I sort of had a little goosey into it, only slightly, because I'm lazy and I don't follow through with full explanations. But that was. Not, I don't generally know who the person is, but it's like in World War One times, before they actually got shipped out, they would take this picture of their family home, and it would be placed obviously somewhere in the house for them to be like, yeah, this is where I lived, and for the family obviously to always know that he's going to be there, no matter what. So again, I don't know the guy, don't know who the person is in the picture, but I thought that would be a nice little tidbit for you. And I do believe that's all I got from that point. There you have it, ladies and gents, the library house in Devon, whatever one it is. But no, the library house was an amazing place to go explore. I would happily love to go again and do a proper video for it instead of this chaotic piece of garbage that you just watched. Don't get me wrong, I loved this whole edit and I'm glad it came out as it did, but this is the first time sort of doing it, so I was sort of learning as I was going. So I hope you enjoyed it as much as I enjoyed making it and being there at the same time. And yes, this is different day run because I forgot to do the outro before, so happy days. But yeah, like I said, I hope you enjoyed the video. As I keep goddamn saying during the whole video, keep an eye out for Kaylee's video. There's going to be a lot more details in it, a lot more history behind it, and she got more details than I did throughout the house because I'm a little novice, a little novice explorer. Oh, I can't believe I can say that and happily say that. And yeah, I'd love to go again to that place and just go out exploring again, to be honest. And I do believe we're on the plans of making another trip. Don't know, we'll soon see. So, in summary, keep an eye out for Kaylee's video for the library house. Go subscribe to Kaylee if you haven't already. If you haven't, where the fuck have you been? Go sub to the Birdman Adventures. Like I said, all links are going to be in the description anyway. He's an awesome guy. I'm so glad I met him. And yeah, it was an awesome week. And I can't wait to show you guys the rest of the videos and pictures. But until then, I hope you have a good morning, noon or night. Toodle pippage for now.